Good morning, you guys. Well, it's a new day and a new piece of equipment is showing up, and we're going to be testing this out. Jackie,
Stan,
how you doing?
nice to meet you. Thank you.
You came all the way from Texas?
Yes, we did.
Oh man, that had to be a long hike.
Good morning.
Tom?
Tom Hipsher.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so what are we looking at here, guys?
We have the ox, the baby ox, which are equipment we've developed over 30 years in landscape use on it, trying to make it more efficient and more safe. And so we have electric powered dolly platform with multiple attachments that we either have or in development to make work more efficient. So
it's like a tool carrier.
yes.
So it's almost like one of those stand-on skid loaders that you can swap different tools and attachments with.
Yes,
Am I getting this right?
Yes.
Right, so generating a system around the power unit, so you're going to have multiple tasks you can do with the single power unit. So whether it be, moving materials into the job site, bulk materials, bag materials, doing cleanup work, whatever the case may be, just trying to make it safer and more efficient. Fewer trips, more jobs, more money in the guys' pockets.
Okay. One hand in the air like you just don't care, Tom. There we go.
There we go.
That's 664 pounds. Back her off. Stop it halfway. I want to see if that's going to get out of control and crush you, Tom. Okay, now let's see how easy you can actually handle that on a job site. So back it up and let's spin it around once. One finger right there.
It's a strong finger.
So you've got the baby ox,
The ox.
and then you're getting
Ox Pro.
the Ox Pro.
Yes.
All right. Well, I want to find out what those differences are, but let's just check these things out here real quick. All right, first things first, you guys, can you just show us how these things operate so we can kind of get familiar with them, and then I'll ask you some very specific questions.
Okay. The base unit, you have a on and off. So we got an emergency stop on this side. It's got to be pulled out, and then the on-off switch got to be in the on position, the up position.
Okay.
And then forward and reverse are by the throttle controls. Down is backwards, and up is forward. And that's the operation. You steer it just by steering it like a bicycle. You can either turn it when you're standing still, or you can actually steer it whenever you're maneuvering down. The wheelbarrow's got its own on-off switch and own battery system to turn the wheelbarrow on, and then it's an up button to dump the wheelbarrow, and then down to go down.
Okay, so this is pure battery powered.
Yes, both units are pure battery powered. Dolly is its own power unit, own battery system, own drive unit, and the wheelbarrow's got its own battery system as well to operate the actuators.
Yeah, you can just plug it into the wall. What I do sometimes is just leave it sitting on the trailer, pull it next to the shop, have an extension cord, plug it in, go eat dinner. Because it's a maintainer once it reaches full charge, so it's not going to overcharge.
We recommend just to leave it plugged in all the time so it's always ready. You don't have to worry about letting it sit.
And that's the drive unit.
Yes.
Right.
But not the wheelbarrow itself.
Either one of them.
Oh, either one?
They'll both
Okay.
have a maintainer charger function on it, so you can just leave them plugged in so they're always ready to go and not have to worry about it.
How long does it take typically if you're going to run it all the way down? How long does it take to recharge, and then what is the typical operation time on it?
It's going to take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on a recharge, depending on how far it actually is down. We've had some of them, we ran it completely down. We put 500 pounds in this and ran it for 3 miles before it ran out, and it took 2 hours to charge at that time. But it's a lot of weather conditions, temperatures, and everything else is how long it takes to charge up. But on a typical...
And that was on the 2022 models. We're upgrading the batteries, putting a larger battery pack in the power unit itself for 2023, just to give it that added, runtime.
What kind of batteries do these use?
Standard AGM, they're not lithium.
Okay, so this means that a guy can go down to any battery store and swap out a battery at any time.
Yes,
exactly.
Using an ATV battery or something along those
exactly.
lines.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're easy battery replacement,
Yep.
you know, cost effective and everything else.
Okay.
And the other thing we like about the AGM versus lithium is you guys up here in the northern states
Cold.
probably know the lithium doesn't like the cold
Right.
too well.
Yeah.
Right.
The AGM will tolerate the cold.
Yep. And it looks to me like this entire unit just slides right in place. So this is like a cart. If I'm just looking at this, understanding this right, Tom, this is like a cart, and you can take this entire unit
Exactly. Probably
right
about
out.
30 to 60 seconds we can have this wheelbarrow off. Now we've got the base unit.
Do it.
So, all right, back it up, pop it up.
30 to 60 seconds.
Yep.
All right.
On the clock.
All right. When you guys are ready, I'm going to start timing it. All right, you ready? 1 Mississippi.
Just like that.
And now you have a dolly.
Yes.
Now you have a moving dolly, and you can, holy crap.
The base unit has about 1,000 pound capacity, as it is.
And just finger control. And then it automatically stops. It's got a brake system, so the wheels are locked on it too. So when you let go, it stops on its own.
So it's not just going to careen out of control going down a hill on you or
No.
something like that.
You got a load on it. It's got a regenerative braking system, so it's going to restrict it. Even if the battery's dead and you have to release the brake, it's still got a regenerative braking, so it's going to control it even when everything's off and if you ran your battery down.
Will you show us what those racks are like?
Now that we got the wheel on, it's very easy to put the racks on there. You can put them different levels according to what size plants you may be moving around. Some other guys that use it with these other plants too. If you're, you need to put a generator, air compressor, depending on what your job is, then you can also put those on these racks. Now you've got a portable workstation as well. So it's multiple use. I'm showing you the T30 right there is how it's gonna slide into place.
You can stagger them out to do different levels, different size racks.
So that
for
way
it.
your taller plants could be out here out front or up on the top rack. Your shorter plants up here underneath where it doesn't matter. This, as you can see, this rack is, what's that one, 52 inches versus 36. So you can fit more material on this longer
if you're doing
one.
color
So it's two different
changes
size
with-
options.
Color changes with flats of color. You can use the longer ones and add more trays of colors, and you can add 3 of them to get more, material in and less trips.
What's the difference between the baby ox and the ox?
Okay, the baby ox has got a fixed platform on it, and this part all stays stationary with the frame of the machine. And the ox, the bed part actuates up, so it totally moves up and it dumps the wheelbarrow differently.
So look closely.
Let's see
This
how
is
she
the
dumps
baby ox, and the dump mechanism between the ox and the baby ox are very different, and they're really set up for different applications, and we're going to go into that in just a moment.
With the actuator built into the frame on it.
Then we go all the way up to 90 degrees. So for instance, you take this off, so you've got the bare unit like we did just a few moments ago with the smaller
Yep.
unit.
Yep.
Now you can pull this up 90 degrees straight up to a tree, 65-gallon tree, strap around it, pull the tree back on yourself, take it where you need to go. A lot of the guys that are moving more trees like the ability of having one guy move their trees versus 2 or 3 guys, because you can just walk up, drive this up to it, strap to it, pull the tree back on yourself. Now you've got the tree attached. Pull the entire tree back, depending on what type of tree it is, where the canopy is falling. So if you want to stop so the canopy's not right on your head, as soon as you feel that weight shift from the ball, now it's more back on the machine. And now just like on the other one, just wheel that tree around.
So flip that one up for us. Let's just go side by each. So this one you have to actually, when you're in cart mode, is that the biggest difference, is when you're in cart mode like this, you have to actually lift that cart up?
The lifting capacity, that does it on its own. You're doing this manually. And so that's the biggest difference on them.
So, I mean, for some of the guys, if you could get a smaller guy my size, and there's a lot of small guys out there on the landscape jobs, some of them have a little more difficulty pulling that 65-gallon tree over.
Right.
So if they're doing a lot more tree work, that's where they tend to lean towards this unit.
Okay.
With this one is 9 inches longer and about 300 pounds heavier, so it's not quite as easy to navigate some of the tight situations. So that's where this one is a little more nimble.
Weight-wise, just wave him off.
He said it was nimble. We're gonna test that right now. Tom, give me the hand signal when you think it's about.
Scoot him to the front. Tom, scoot him to the front. Now scoot him to the front. I could do more than that.
It would turn around on a trailer in that tight of quarters. So I mean, you're working up in the corner of a house and you're having to get right up there next to the house and the pool and just spin it around, dump it,
Okay,
right
well,
back out.
you just keep talking. You're gonna have to show. You don't get to say, but well, you gonna do it with the load on?
I got a little too close to that side.
Keep going. Spin her all the way around, Tom. I want to see her. Oh boy, you weren't lying, were you? You weren't lying. Oh, what's the price range on these, you guys?
This one's gonna be 10 with the wheelbarrow is gonna be 10,988
Okay.
with this and the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
And the basic package on that is gonna be about 12, about 12,900 on that one.
12.9 on this one.
About a $2,000 difference between the two machines.
And that is basically if you're really doing a lot of tree work, this would be the unit to go with. This is my very first time ever seeing this, but what I'm seeing is the hydraulics are integrated into the unit with this one. Correct. And the hydraulics are integrated into the actual bucket with this one. So this is going to be my very first time ever touching the controls of this machine, and this one is the baby ox. So let's just see how well a first timer can handle it fully loaded. I want to see how heavy this wheelbarrow is now. Never touched these controls in my life. Don't even tell me what to do. I just want to see how intuitive this thing is. What's that? I would say my first impression is it's light and easy, but you got to remember, I'm not actually physically pushing the wheelbarrow at all. It's doing all of the driving. The only thing I'm doing is steering it. How fast does this go?
About 3 miles an hour.
Okay. Yeah, she's pretty fast.
That 8 of them. 8 of them.
Can you lift it? How
Yeah, usually the trick to lifting once you get a load on it
Yep.
is use your forward momentum.
Backwards momentum.
Oh, okay.
So
So
as
with
soon as
that,
you stop and the brake catches,
Then you use your momentum to lift it forward.
Right,
Okay,
right.
okay. Where with the Pro unit, all you got to do is hit the button.
Correct.
Okay, so that's the main difference that these guys need to understand and to see. How many hours will this run continually, you guys?
Continuous, it'll run 3 miles on it with a load on it.
Guys wanted one of these right now. Is there a dealer network or did they come directly to you guys?
Currently directly from us or through the website, gettheox.com.
Gettheox.com. You say that pretty fast, Tom.
No,
so
sorry about that.
Right here on the
gettheox.com.
side, gettheox.com.
Gettheox.com. Okay.
And that'll get us to the website. You can order them online. You can contact us. We can order them. We're building the dealer network, so anybody looking to be a dealer, we're looking for places to get them out so they're readily available when people need them.
Hopefully you guys appreciate these guys coming up and showing you guys this, because this I think is going to help some of these guys out there. That's why I really wanted you guys to demonstrate this for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
But that's all we got for you on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What else do you want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. But if you want to see more of this, I actually bought one of these, so you will get to see more of these. I'm going to be using it a lot, I have a feeling. But that's all we got for you today. God bless. Go get them, you guys. We'll see you guys on another one.